It has been nearly a millennium since the great and vast human empire crumbled into dust, its once glorious civilization shattered into countless disparate factions. The galaxy, once united under a single banner, is now a graveyard of forgotten histories and lost legacies. So much has been erased by the relentless march of time, colonies abandoned, their inhabitants either perished or eked out a meager existence. Some managed to thrive, carving out small empires of their own, while others stagnated, their cultures frozen in the amber of isolation. Yet, in this fractured galaxy, a few brave souls still venture into the unknown, driven by the allure of discovery and the promise of uncovering remnants of a forgotten past. They find themselves stumbling upon derelict outposts, relics of the empire that once spanned the stars. Occasionally they encounter isolated pockets of humanity, like uncontacted tribes, living in their own secluded worlds, unaware of the vastness beyond their skies. The pressures of survival in these harsh environments have accelerated evolution, creating a myriad of languages and cultures. Many humans no longer even recognize each other as kin. Amidst this chaos, as the great past fades into myth and memory, a select few dedicate their lives to preserving what remains. One such individual is the young man we follow today, a lone wolf, a wanderer among the stars, eking out a living through odd jobs as he drifts from one system to another. His ship, a relic itself, is considered ancient by almost everyone he encounters. Yet the true treasure lies within, a wealth of knowledge meticulously hoarded over the years. Physical books, long considered artifacts of a bygone era, fill the ship's storage. Engineering manuals detailing ancient machines, science books recording theories that have long since been debunked or forgotten, and history books chronicling the rise and fall of humanity's cradle, Earth. But today, the young man's journey takes a dire turn. Red lights flash ominously around him, alarms blaring as he scrambles to make sense of the malfunction threatening his life. He glances back at his precious cargo, the books, the data, the very essence of what he is trying to preserve. Panic grips him. He knows the odds are slim. He is in an unexplored sector of the galaxy, far from any known civilization. Even if he were to send a distress signal, the chances of rescue are infinitesimal. Desperation fuels his actions as he initiates a scan of the system, praying for a miracle. And against all odds, one appears. A planet, hospitable for humans, is within reach. With the last of his fuel, he sets a course, the ship groaning under the strain as it plunges into the planet's atmosphere. The vessel screams through the sky, the orange glow of re-entry casting an eerie light inside the cockpit. He fights with the controls, muscles straining as he tries to guide the ship toward solid ground. Below, the vast ocean gleams, and beyond it, a dense forested landmass offers a sliver of hope. The landing is anything but gentle. The ship crashes through the treetops, the thick vegetation cushioning the impact enough to avoid total destruction. The young man is battered but alive. He forces himself to his feet, his heart pounding as he assesses the damage. Miraculously, the majority of his books and data remain intact. But as he steps outside to survey the wreckage, reality sets in. His ship is beyond repair. Communication systems are down, and even if they weren't, who would hear his call for help in this forgotten corner of the galaxy? The forest around him is lush and teeming with life, the air thick with unfamiliar sounds. Cautiously, he tests the atmosphere, his senses on high alert for any sign of danger. As he waits for the results, a rustling in the bushes draws his attention. He tenses, eyes scanning the undergrowth, until a figure emerges, a large animal, familiar yet out of place. A horse, and atop it, a rider clad in chainmail and an iron helmet. The young man's breath catches in his throat as two more riders join the first, their faces human, their language foreign. The device in his hand beeps. The atmosphere is breathable. The riders wince at the sound, but a silent understanding passes between them. The young man's heart races as he realizes he is not alone on this planet. Time accelerates, the forest around him giving way to smoke rising from the horizon, a sign of civilization. Days turn to nights, nights to days, as the forest is gradually cleared, giving birth to a settlement. The settlement grows, houses giving way to factories, roads stretching out like veins across the land. The young man's crash site becomes the foundation of a new town, then a city, then an industrial hub. Years pass in the blink of an eye, and where once stood a lone explorer's ship, now stands a grand building. The streets outside are bustling with life, horse-drawn carts and primitive cars jostling for space. Inside the building, down a long hallway lined with artifacts, a thick glass panel draws our attention. Inside, preserved for all to see, is a relic from Earth, a worn ancient book, its title still legible, the Holy Bible. As we reach the end of the hall, a large circular room opens before us, its domed ceiling painted black and dotted with white, mimicking the night sky. At the center stands a statue of a man in a spacesuit, pointing upward toward a map of Earth's continents on the ceiling. A plaque below bears a simple yet profound message, written in both English and the native language of this world. You stand on the shoulders of giants. Do not forget them, children of Opus.